There is a Nez Perce National Historical Park, which has a visitor center with a museum. The visitor center is located in Spaulding, Idaho, at 39063 U.S. Highway 95. It is about 10 miles east of Lewiston, Idaho, and 3 miles north of Lapwai, Idaho. This video is based on information and content gained from a visit to this historical park. The Nez Perce are a Native American tribe who have lived in the Pacific Northwest for many centuries. Their name means pierced nose in French, referring to the custom of the Nez Perce women who wore labrets. The Nez Perce were a peaceful people who lived off the land by the hunting and fishing and gathering. They were also skilled horsemen and farmers. In the early 1800s, they came into contact with the white settlers who were moving into their territory. The Perce were initially friendly with the settlers, but tension soon arose over land and resources. The Nez Perce people struggle with white settlers began in the early 1800s when white fur traders began to encroach on their territory. The Nez Perce were initially friendly with the traders, but tension soon arose. In 1855, the Nez Perce were forced to sign the Treaty of Lapwai, which ceded much of their land to the United States government. The treaty promised that the Nez Perce would be granted a reservation and that their way of life would be preserved. However, the U.S. government soon broke its promises. White settlers continued to encroach on Nez Perce land, and the government refused to provide the promised reservation. In 1877, a group of Nez Perce, led by Chief Joseph, fought a war against the U.S. Army in an attempt to protect their homeland and their promised reservation. The Nez Perce War lasted for several months and ended with the surrender of Chief Joseph and his followers. The Nez Perce were then forced to move to another reservation in Idaho, where they have lived ever since. The Nez Perce people's struggle with the white settlers is a tragic story of broken promises and forced displacement. It is a story that is all too familiar to Native American peoples across the United States. Here are just a few of the many monuments that are scattered around Montana, Oregon, and Idaho that note the historical past of the Nez Perce Indian tribe.